Instead, my backup, which I was leaning towards anyway because I hadn't done this in a long time, was to go to the PTA meeting at the high school. Hello everyone. Oh my goodness, I'm so tired. What's this hair doing? Well, I could have been more productive today. I was not. I never ended up seeing any other subbing other than the PE at the elementary school. I'm so tired. I knew he was going to do that. No! I said no. Why did you go out there and instantly start barking? Stop! Man is here. But, yeah, I never heard back about my email asking, do you need to know something special to sub the PE? So I think this hair was like back and now it is not. So I didn't take it. It never got filled. There's the bus. You can see that? Bus. Instead, my backup, which I was leaning towards anyway because I hadn't done this in a long time, was to go to the PTA meeting at the high school. Because I'm a member of the PTA, both elementary and high school, and I did the same when we were in middle school. I was a lot less busy, so I was able to volunteer at all their events that were during the day. Like, usually it's like serving the teachers food and stuff. And even in elementary last year, I would try to help out wherever I could, but now I'm usually working at the school and I'm staff. So I'm not really volunteering much, though I do join up and give them that money. And when high school started, before the first day, I went and did a volunteer, I think it was a luncheon for the teachers during one of their setup days. I met everybody. Everybody's super nice. But then I got really, really busy. I went to one meeting virtually, I think. I don't think I went to any in person. Sorry, my nose is really dry. So I was like, okay, I can finally do it. It's at 9:30 in the high school. I drop off Jax at 9. So we just took a few extra minutes in the car to buy some time. But really, I have to get Jax in when the special ed bus is coming. They come like 10 minutes before gen ed, and it's like dangerous. It's too hard for Jax to walk with crutches, and Jax understands this and is okay with it, even though it sucks getting to school early. So I got Jax dropped off and talked to the nurse briefly because I'll be picking up Jax early tomorrow. And Sebastian is coming. And then I went to the meeting, so I'll update you later. Okay, it's been a little bit. I just did homework with Sebastian, and my cord is sitting on my chair because while Sebastian was falling asleep, I had to quickly run and get my computer and bring it in to his room because he wasn't fully asleep, and he freaked out when I got up, and I was like, I'm just grabbing my computer. I'll be right back. But yeah, we just did homework, unpacked Sebastian's backpack and everything. So he's just gone out to play. Anyway, so I dropped off Jax around 9:05 was done 9:10, I always wear my district ID badge, which unlocks the elementary school. It doesn't unlock the high school, but it is a district ID. So, but just because I'm going in without getting logged in, I want them to see I'm a safe person. I've had my background check and all. I'm just in there and then I turn around and leave. But I did go into the office because I was told that the PTA meeting would be in the conference room, which is in the office. And I was like, I'm really early because I was dropping off my kid, but I'm here for the PTA meeting. So nobody had shown up for it yet. One of the persons works there in the office. And they're like, oh, just go ahead and at least get signed in at security. Just a dude at the desk, at a desk off to the side. And yeah, I came up with like, do you want my district ID or my driver's license? Which is like buried in my bag. And he's like, either one. So I'm like, okay. And he just asked for my employee ID number, which I finally had memorized since doing the subbing. And yeah, then it printed out a badge. Instead of saying visitor, it said staff in my name and stuff. So that's cool. Fancy. And I brought my whole work bag in because I wanted to have my tea and my tiny little crochet project that I keep in there, because I knew I was going to want my tea during the meeting and I was going to have to wait a little bit. So I sat down and was working on the crochet. Somebody else came just a couple minutes later, and then after there was two of us, they were like, oh, come on back, you can wait in here in the conference room. Isn't that pretty? Get that at Five Below. Yeah, so 9:30 we had pretty much all the same ladies I had seen originally at that first event, and I feel like I've seen them at some other things, but I can't remember. But yeah, I probably have gone to another meeting, I don't remember. And then the principal came in and joined. I turned out to be sitting right next to him, oops, but that's also fine. He's wonderful and so nice. He's been out because he had some medical stuff going on. So this was his first meeting back. They do them, I think, mostly quarterly, but then maybe an extra one at the beginning to just get things started. So they went over everything they've been doing, and then they basically left the second half for the principal to update us, which is wonderful, and it's the most worthwhile part of going to those meetings because he's willing to give his time. And they were hoping that more people would come to the meetings if they say, hey, you can just drop your kid off in the car line and then come in and do this meeting. When they first said that, I was like, I don't ever drop my kid off. That's too stressful. I don't know how the car line works. I don't know where I would park. And now I'm an expert at which way the chains go through the parking lot and where I need to park and which places I need to turn to get to that parking. So now I'm like, oh, it's no big deal. I could see how people don't come. And yeah, there weren't extra people. I think pretty much everybody that was there has a job in the PTSO or related. Like there's like people from certain projects that work with the PTO. There's maybe one other person, but sounds like she does a lot with the PTO. PTSO, because they have students too. But yeah, it was really interesting listening to him talk about things. He is very smart. He's a doctorate, actually. And it's a really good high school. They're doing a lot of good things. So I was thinking, should I talk to him afterwards about substituting? Say I'm super brand new. Would it be any use for me to take substituting jobs here, or would I be a hindrance? They did touch on subs because somebody asked, what do you do about all the long-term subs, especially in English? There's so many English teachers out, and I do see a lot for English. And he talks about how he tries to get competent subs that have knowledge in the subject area, and they've had to replace long-term subs that weren't a right fit. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think I'm ready for this. I still do want to talk to some people about maybe like the special ed assistance positions and what I would need to know. Do I need to know my way around the school, or you helped out with that? So I don't know. But yeah, that went long. I got home just before 11. So like the day was already gone, which is really weird. Because when you wake up at 5:30, I was really hungry, so I had lunch, and then I just crashed so hard. I've been so tired, so tired. I wonder if the pollen is starting to affect that. I need for like 5 minutes. But I was like falling asleep in my chair, so I tried to go over in the 30 minutes I had left at that point before I needed to start getting ready for the bus to come, and I set an alarm and lay down. Of course I couldn't sleep, and so I tried to nap. That doesn't happen. But yeah, you're all caught up. The day is just gone so dang fast. And while I would have liked to work on these braids, the goal is for by the end of the weekend to get as many of these plain blonde done. And this just has to happen to have the schedule I want before spring breaks travel. So sorry this hasn't been a yapping video, but I'm gonna choose all my yarn stuff and get packed up, and I get to sit for 5 minutes, and then I gotta go out the door to the car light. It is bedtime. Getting this changed for tomorrow. It's Wear Funny Socks Day for Down Syndrome Awareness Day, which is March 21, 3/21, because it's 3 copies of the 21st chromosome. Just had a bath. I made dinner, and while I was cooking, I cleaned the kitchen with Sebastian's help, which would have been a lovely time lapse, but I really, really, really wanted to play music on my phone to keep me going, so I don't have it filmed. Maybe I should have gone up and got my iPad to play the music, but the water was already boiling, so here we are. Anyway, I'm really enjoying these yarns that I got for this YouTube Shorts project I'm doing here. And I'm thinking of what I want to bring as my project for our trip to California. And I think those would pack really well in both my carry-on to work on the plane, but also there. So maybe have 2 large skeins of black, and then do my favorite flowers and make it into a cardigan. Might be crazy, I don't know, but I need to see if one of these 20-gram balls are enough to make a flower and a center. So I'm gonna try that and weigh everything. So I weighed a ball of black that I'm gonna use for the background, so I can subtract whatever I use of this. I've got the starting weight, and then I will weigh what I have left, and then I'll know what I used, and then I'll weigh the finished square and subtract the black that I used, and then that will give me the total of that yarn that I used. combination of the center circle and that, but with each ball I would like to do one center circle and one set of petals. Like this flower here has the pink petals. Oh my gosh, and that one has the center. So I need to keep that total under 20 grams or 0.7 ounces. So I'm gonna do an experiment. I'm also going down a hook size. Well, I'm going to 425 because that's what I had beside me. I would like more delicate, smaller flowers to make the sweater, and that will take a little size off. I also don't need to add as much around the edges like I normally do when I turn them into granny squares with the traditional granny edge. So that's something I'm going to work on. I had made these intending to make a bunch of flower squares for that one, but then I ended up wanting to just do it as a big square. So now I have all these and I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. So yeah, I literally don't know. It's gonna go in this basket of stuff I don't really know. But yeah, that's my update. So I will see you tomorrow. I'm back in the cafeteria as the fourth, the extra, the spare, and I will see you then. Stay safe, be kind, and don't forget, wash your hands.